Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Montana, and in today's practice we are going to do an intermediate to advanced back bending flow. In this flow we're going to slowly ask our body to open up. We're going to work on shoulder mobility as well as back flexibility. You will need a couple of props, 2 blocks or books about the same height, and then a rubber band or a belt, anything that can help you go over your shoulders to work on shoulder mobility. Let's get started. Let's begin today in easy seat position, palms facing down for grounding. Go ahead and allow your eyes to flutter closed. Roll your shoulders back, elongate and lengthen through your spine. Allow a long line of energy to come out to the top of your head. Ground down through your hips. Let's take a moment to find stillness in our body. Become aware of the quality of your thoughts, how your body feels in this moment. Let's take our first deep breath in together. Inhale completely through your nose. And exhale, open your lips and sigh it out. Let's take another one just like that. Inhale deep, 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 deep into your nose. And exhale, open your lips and sigh it out. Inhale deep all the way into your nose. Let it be your deepest breath of the day. And this time, seal your lips and let everything go side out through your nose. Allow every next breath after that to be equal parts inhale through the nose and equal parts exhale. Let's take another one. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, seal your lips and side out through the nose. As we continue to build our Ujjayi breath, with each inhale, lengthen through the spine and sit up nice and straight. And with each exhale, roll the shoulders down and back. Just like that. Inhale. Exhale, ground down through the sit bones. And feel yourself really grounded into the earth. One more just like that. Inhale deep, deep, deep through the nose, all the way into the lungs. And exhale, sigh out through the nose. Ground down, 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 down. Roll your shoulders down and back. With your next inhale, allow your eyes to flutter open. And let's come into tabletop position. Stacking your shoulders over your wrist and your hips over your knees. You're going to take a couple of cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, look up, tailbone goes up. Exhale, round through the back, tuck your tailbone under. Let's take a few more just like that. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Inhale, broaden through your collarbones, belly dips, gaze goes up. Exhale, dome the back, press, 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 press the mat away. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. One more just like that. Inhale, look up. Broaden through the collarbones, feel a nice arch in the low back. Exhale, press the mat away. Your next inhale, curl your toes under and press your hips up and back for our first downward facing dog of the day. Go ahead and make this your down dog. Whatever's comfortable in your body. Perhaps you want to pedal your feet out. Begin to work the heels toward the mat. You want to sway your hips from side to side. this movement feel good for you. With your next inhale, rise up high on your tippy toes. And exhale, allow your heels to fall to the left, keeping your right hand really plugged into the mat. Inhale, rise up high on the tippy toes. Exhale, let your heels go to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take it to the right. Perhaps you can look up underneath your left armpit. Still keeping the left hand really plugged in. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take it to the left. Look up underneath the other arm. Inhale, back through center, high, high, high on the tippy toes. And exhale, release, and work the heels back towards the mat. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, sigh it out through the nose. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, release, and sigh it out. Inhale, rise up high on the tippy toes. Bend deep into your knees and hop, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive your arms up. Look up. Exhale, interlace your fingers and bend to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing, look up. Exhale, press your hips up and back, downward facing. Take 3 deep inhales here. One more here. Inhale, deep, deep, deep through the nose. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up high on the tippy toes. Bend deep into the knees and hop, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive your arms all the way up. Exhale, take it to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take it to the left. Make sure your right foot is really plugged into the mat so you're getting a stretch in the right side body. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back into high push-up. With your exhale, slowly lower into chaturanga. Keep your toes curled under. Inhale, modified up dog. Exhale, take it back to down dog. With your next inhale, we're going to roll back forward into the modified up dog. Inhale, roll your body forward. You might have to adjust your feet. Press your pelvis towards the mat and take your little back bend. Look up. Exhale, hips go up and back, downward facing. Let's take 4 more of those. Inhale, roll forward into upward facing. Exhale, press it up and back. Inhale, take your little back bend. Exhale, hips go up and back. Press your chest through the gateway of your shoulders. Perhaps you can get your forehead on the mat. Slowly asking the shoulders to open up. Inhale, roll forward. Look up. Exhale, press it up and back. One more, just like that. Roll all the way forward, opening up the low back, opening the chest, gaze goes up. Exhale, press the hips up and back, seal your heels to the mat. Take 3 breaths here. Let's check in with our down dog. Are you actively pressing the mat away, strengthening through your shoulders? You want to have equal parts weight in your palms as you have in your feet. Draw navel to spine. And your shoulders are framing out your ears. Gaze goes between your knees. With your next inhale, rise up high on your tippy toes. Bend deep into the knees, hop, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, look up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Go ahead and grab your rubber band and take it out in front of you. We're gonna do a little bit of shoulder mobility. So I like to have mine a little wider than my shoulders. With an inhale, bring it up and over, whatever's comfortable for you, and then back across. We're gonna stay here for just a minute. You don't have to go crazy in the beginning. Go ahead and take a wide grip. And as we ask the shoulders to open up slowly, you can begin to narrow your grip. Let's take 10 of these. For 10. 9. 8. Stay nice and tight through your core. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Release the rubber band all the way down. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, sway to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, gaze goes up. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, high to low push up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Let's take 5 more of the modified up dog to down dog. So with your inhale, roll forward into your modified up dog. Open, broaden through the collarbone, look up. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, take your back bend, pressing the hips towards the mat, look up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, roll forward. Deepest one of the day. Look up. Exhale, take it up and back. Let's take 3 breaths here. I want you to notice how your down dog feels now compared to earlier. Are your hamstrings starting to feel a little more open? Are the shoulders feeling a little more open? One more breath here. Inhale, rise up high on the tippy toes. Bend deep into the knees. Hop, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Katasana, chair pose. Keep your weight back in your heels. Make sure you can wiggle your toes. Drop the hips low. Palms facing one another. Draw your navel to your spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Kala mudra. Roll your shoulders back and give yourself a little back bend, a little arch in your spine, and look up. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold. You still have your hands bound behind your back. Try to keep the heels of your hands touching and lengthen over. One more inhale here. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, step back. Move through your Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, plant your right foot down, lower your left knee down, and sweep your arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, grip opposite elbows and lengthen and give yourself a little back bend here. If you're looking for a little more take your gaze up and press your arms back. With your exhale, bring your hands to cactus arms and then slowly move them all the way behind you into Kala Mudra. Roll your shoulders back, gaze goes up, take a little back bend. Exhale, frame out your right foot, step back, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step your foot through, sweep your arms up, low lunge. Exhale, grab opposite elbows, open up. With each inhale, focus on opening and broadening through the chest, and with each exhale, lengthening and deepening into the posture. Inhale, look up. Exhale, cactus arms. Bring them all the way back into Kala Mudra. Roll the shoulders back and take your back bend. Exhale, frame out your foot, step back, move through Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take 3 breaths here. One more breath. We're moving into chair pose. Inhale, lift high up on your tippy toes, bend deep into the knees, and hop, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Take your little back bend, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping the bind. Take 1 deep breath here. Lengthen into it a little bit more. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. With your next inhale, right leg up, lifts right leg. With your next inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step your right foot down, sweep your arms up for a low lunge. Exhale, grab interlacing elbows. Exhale, grab opposite elbows. Look up. Inhale. Exhale, move into cactus. And then Kala Mudra. Roll your shoulders back. Take the gaze up and see if you can take your pointy fingers all the way down into the bend behind your knee. Exhale, frame out your right foot. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step your left foot through, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, interlace. Exhale, grab opposite elbows. Look up to deepen the pose. One more inhale here. Exhale, cactus arms, all the way back to Kala Mudra. Really try to open up through the chest, open up through the collarbones, look up. Exhale, frame out your left foot, step back, Vinyasa. Let's meet in downward facing. Take 3 deep breaths here. Your next inhale, bring your knees down on the mat. Go ahead and stack your hips over your knees and adjust yourself so you're in the center of your mat. I'm in a tabletop position. Slowly from tabletop, begin to walk your hands out in front of you for puppy pose. As you melt your heart towards the mat, make sure your hips are stacked over your knees. And gently just allow yourself to slowly sink into the pose. With an inhale, grip the mat with your fingertips Engage your shoulders, engage your elbows, engage your arms, and gently press yourself up. Exhale, lower back down. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale, engage the arms, press yourself up. Exhale, slowly lower. Let's take 1 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, melt your heart. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently roll yourself back up and grab your blocks. We're going to use our blocks to deepen the puppy pose. So set them out in front of you. Go ahead and get back in your tabletop position. If puppy pose was enough for you, then you can go ahead and take the same pose again. If you're looking for a little more, go ahead and put your hands on the block, gripping the back end of the block with the pads of your fingers. Stacking the hips over the knees. You can go ahead and adjust yourself if you need to push them out a little bit further. And then slowly begin to melt the heart towards the mat. You might kind of have to take a moment to wiggle into it. Slowly engage through your hands and press yourself up. With your exhale, lower yourself back into the pose. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release and slowly roll yourself up. Be easy on the shoulders. Come to a seated position with your hips on your heels. We're going to just roll our arms out a little bit. So take the right arm and just roll it out for 1, 2, 3. Take it on the other side. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to downward facing dog. With your next inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Bend your knee and open your hip. Slowly begin to look for the floor with your right toes. We're going to shift into wild thing. So you get lighter and lighter on your right hand until you're TPing it, and then you gently flip over and press the hips up towards the ceiling for wild thing. With your exhale, plant your right hand on the mat, bring your right knee to your left elbow, and kick your left foot out for fallen triangle. Gaze goes up. Stamp your left hand down and bring your right knee to your right armpit for a push-up. Exhale, straighten the right leg and stamp it on the outside of your right hand. Drop your left knee and come to lizard lunge. We're going to take 3 pulses here. For 3, 2, and 1. Drop your left knee down. Come up on your left forearm and twist and reach back for your left foot. Go ahead and pull the foot in towards your body. Try not to let your right knee roll too far out. Hold here. With your exhale, release. And slowly heel toe your right foot to the center of your mat. Curl your left toes under and kick yourself up into standing split. If this isn't your practice, you can go ahead and walk your right hand over to your ankle and bow your head. You have the option to bend your left leg down and reach up and grip your left leg with your right hand. And you're using your left hand as a little kickstand. Exhale, release. Stamp both hands in front of your face. And take a micro bend in your right knee and bring your hands to heart center. Warrior 3. Then exhale, bend deep into the right knee and come into Crescent Lunge. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center and twist it out. Power up strong through the back leg. Maybe if it's in your practice, you can open your arms up, look up. And if it's available for you, go ahead and take the bind. Exhale, release. And with your inhale, stamp your right hand down and kick up into half moon. Keep your left foot flat, stack your shoulders, stack your hips, and slowly bend your left leg and grab it with your left arm. Kick, 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 kick. Opening up to the shoulder, opening up to the back body. Exhale, Vinyasa. Let's meet in downward facing. Inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. Bend your knee, open your hip. Slowly drop your left toes to the mat for a wild thing. Press up through your hips, waving your left arm overhead. Exhale, stamp your left foot down. Bring your left knee to right elbow and kick it out for three-pointed star. Very good. Exhale, stamp your right hand on the mat and bring your left knee into your left armpit. Take a push-up. Exhale, stamp your left foot on the outside of your left hand and drop it low for a lizard lunge. Let's take 3 rocks here for 3, 2, and 1. Drop your right knee down and reach back and grab your right foot. Pull it in to your glute. For 3, 2, and 1. Release, and heel toe your left foot to the center of your mat. Allow your hips to drop back down on your heel, and then catapult yourself up into standing split. Go ahead and take the bind with your left hand, if that's available for you, or perhaps you want to take the bind with both hands. Bend your right leg down and grab it with your left hand. Exhale, release. Walk both hands in front of your face and slowly using your core, lift yourself up. Bring your hands to heart center, warrior 3. Exhale, look for the mat with your right toes, crescent lunge. When the balance is there, look up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center and twist it out. Right elbow around left knee. Perhaps you can open your arms up. For those of you who can take the bind, go ahead and take the bind. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Open up, and maybe you can gaze up over your left shoulder. Exhale, release. Stamp your left hand down and kick up into half moon. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Look up. Exhale, bend your right knee. Grab your right foot with your right hand and kick into your right hand, opening up the back body, opening up the hip flexor. Good, 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 good. Exhale, release, Vinyasa. Slowly lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. It's always available for you to come into a child's pose. If you do feel your heart rate elevated or your breath quick, you can always modify the practice for your needs. Inhale deep, deep, deep through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more inhale. Press the mat away. Stay very active through your hands. And exhale, release into the pose. Bring your knees down onto the mat. Let's come onto our back. Lay all the way down. Extend your left leg out in front of you. Put your hands behind your head. Interlacing your fingers. And bring your right knee up. Take left elbow to right knee. And then switch it out. We're going to take a few bicycle crunches. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. There's no hurry. Go ahead and work on your form. Squeezing through the side body, squeezing through the core. Don't torque the neck. So you don't have to worry about exactly touching your elbow to your knee. Just get it as close as you can without hurting your neck. Gonna warm the core up. Stay with your breath. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back up and come to a position where you are standing on your knees. You may want to roll your mat up. If this is sensitive for your knees, it is a little sensitive on my knees, so you can double your mat over or you can just fold it. So come to a standing position on your knees. Your hips are stacked over the knees. We're going to take a couple camel sweeps. Release down so your hips are on your heels, and then grab your right heel with your right hand. Press your hips forward as if you're pressing them into an imaginary wall, pressing your thighs into an imaginary wall, and then sweep your left arm overhead. Exhale, hands back through heart center. Inhale, take it on the other side. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, press it up. Exhale. Inhale, let's take one more of these. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, press it up, left hand goes up. Exhale, back through center. Inhale, right arm goes up. Exhale, take it back down. Now in this next one, you have the option. You can do regular camel where you take your hands behind your back, roll the shoulders in, and you just slowly lift your chest up, 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 and extend back. If that's too easy for you, curl your toes under, and you can always grab the heels this way with the toes up. If you're looking for a little more, you can take the tops of the feet down to the mat and take full camel. So whatever variation you're looking for, go ahead and prep yourself to get into it. Inhale. Press the hips forward. Press the hips forward. Press the thighs forward. You're lifting up, 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 up through your chest. So the feeling is up and back. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower back down. Be kind to your back. Let's take a cleansing breath here. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring them back to heart center. Let's do it one more time. Get into whatever position you're looking for. Drop back, grab your heels if that's for you. And with an inhale, press your chest forward, up, 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 lifting up, pressing into the imaginary wall. Imagine you're pressing your thighs, your hip bones, your pelvis, all into that wall, and you're lifting the shoulders up, broadening through the shoulders, rolling the shoulders back, and then if you have a heavy neck, dropping the head. You can always leave your head forward if it's uncomfortable to put it back. One more breath here. And release all the way back down. Take a moment here, catch your breath. Take your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your abdominal. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release. more time. Inhale through the nose completely. Exhale, seal the lips, side out. Very good. Okay, unroll your mat. And press your heels back up to downward facing dog. With your next inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hips. You know where we're going. Peek underneath your armpit, slowly start to TP the fingers and flip all the way over into wild thing. If you have a full wheel, this is an opportunity to take it. So if you can get into full wheel, we'll go ahead and drop into it. Take a couple of rocks here. If not, go ahead and hold wild thing. Full wheels, press back into it. Exhale, stamp your right hand down, kick your right knee all the way through and come to triangle pose. Exhale, stamp your left hand down, take your right knee to your right armpit and take a push-up. Stamp your right foot on the outside of your right hand and drop down to lizard lunge. Let's take 3 rocks here. For 3, 2, and 1. Drop your left knee down and reach back and grab the left foot. Pull it in tight. Breathe into the hip flexor here. And release. Heel toe your right foot to the middle of your mat, curl your left toes under, and come to standing split. Try to get yourself a little deeper into standing split this time. With an exhale, if you can, begin to walk your right hand slowly over to your right ankle, using your left hand as a kickstand, and begin to work your nose all the way down to your shin. If you take the bind, go ahead and bend your left leg, reach up, and take the bind. Exhale, release without slingshotting it. Micro bend in the right knee. Take both hands in front of your face. Take your lower abdominals, squeeze, 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 and slowly bring your hands to heart center. Come to warrior 3. Come to warrior 3. Slowly bend the right knee, and let's get into crescent. Find your balance, look up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center and twist it out. Left elbow around right knee, pressing firm into the palms. Inhale, stomp your right hand on the mat and kick up into half moon. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips, flex your foot. Look down for more balance. If you're feeling really good here, you can always look up. If it's in your practice, bend the left leg and go for the bind. Kick, 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 kick. Open the shoulders, open the hip. Exhale without slingshotting, with control, and step back for Vinyasa. Let's meet in downward facing. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Drop all the way back for wild thing. And if you can, take full wheel. Full wheels, rock back and forth here for 3, 2, and 1. Kick yourself all the way back over. Take your left knee to your right elbow and kick it out for fallen triangle. Pressing the hips up in fallen triangle, looking underneath your armpit. Exhale, stamp your right hand down. Left knee comes to left elbow. Take your push-up. Stamp your left foot down, come to lizard lunge. Let's take 3 pulses here. For 3, 2, and 1. Drop your right knee and reach back for the bind. Pull your heel into your glute. Really twist your body, you're opening up the side body. Stretching through the hip flexor. And release. Heel toe the left foot to the center of your mat. Gently sit back, curl your toes under, and launch yourself up into standing split. If you can, just try it. Try to walk your left hand over and take the bind. You can always use your blocks to help self-assist. Even if you can just bind for a second, that's forward movement. Bend the right heel to the glute and reach up. Grab it. Take the bind, stay with your breath. Exhale. Walk your hands out in front of you. Engage the core. Micro bend in the knee, come up, warrior three. Exhale, step back, crescent lunge. Look up. Take a deep inhale here, reach up high, strong, strong, strong through the fingertips. Exhale, twist it out. Inhale, stamp your left hand down, kick up into half moon. If you're struggling in your half moon, the fingertips on the floor, you can always put them on a block and grip through your fingertips. So use them like little froggy toes, like you're gripping the floor to help maintain your balance. Then bend the right leg, grab a hold of the top of the foot, and kick, kick, kick. Open the shoulder, open the back. Exhale, Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Let's take 3 breaths here. Come back to breath. I want you to think of the intention you set for your practice today. And think of your breath coming into practice. Try to find that breath. Take one more inhale through the nose. And then another exhale through the nose. With your next inhale, roll forward and come to a seated position. We are going to take 3 sets of back bends or wheels. If that is not in your practice, you can always take a bridge pose. Let's get right into it. Come to lay all the way on your back. Feet hip width distance apart. Make sure you can graze your heel with your middle finger. Take your palms and put them where they're framing your ears, and your fingertips are pointing towards the shoulders. With your inhale, come up on the crown of your head and rest. And then press yourself all the way up. Very good. You can rock here. I like to rock to kind of warm things up, or you can just stay static. So I like to kind of press my shoulders through, almost trying to straighten my legs for 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Try to avoid pulling your knees into your stomach because we're trying to go a little bit deeper and deeper each time. So if you really need to, you can windshield wiper your knees from side to side if you're feeling a little tight in the low back. The goal is to get a little bit deeper each wheel pose. But if you feel like you've gone too far, you can always take a break. Let's go back in. Plant the hands. And with an inhale, press strong all the way up. Very good. Really try to stay firm in your hands, pressing the mat away, very active, trying to keep the upper back open. Try to work your heels towards the mat and try to keep your thighs together. You don't want them splaying out wide. Press, 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 press. Take a few rocks for 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the chin and slowly lower. Come back to breath. It's very normal during back bends to feel agitated or for your heart rate to rise because these are very energizing poses. So take your right hand over your heart and your left hand over your stomach and just let's take a quick breath together. Inhale deep, deep, deep through the nose, all the way into the abdomen, and then exhale, side out through the mouth. One more just like that. Inhale deep, deep, deep through the nose, and then exhale, side out and let it go. Okay, let's take our next back bend. Let's prep for it. Bring your hands up around the ears, and with an inhale, lift all the way up into your deepest back bend yet. Press the mat away. Stay with it. Breathe here. Try to become aware of your body, your hip flexors, your shoulders, your back. For 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the chin and roll all the way down. Very good. Windshield wiper the knees back and forth. And release. I want you to take your knees, hug them into your chest. Grab opposite elbows around your knees and then bring your forehead in. Try to touch your forehead to your knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Take both of your feet and pretend like you're going to stomp on the ceiling. We're going to take happy baby. Pull the knees onto either side of the ribs, keeping the feet flexed. Lengthening through the neck and lengthening through the tailbone. So try not to let your tailbone roll up off the mat. Let this feel good in your body. Just rock back and forth. Releasing everything. Pull it in. With your exhale, release your legs down. Let your right leg go straight and pull your left knee into the body. Take it with your right hand and pull over to your right side. Allow your left hand to fall out to the side and look to the left. It's always good to release the low back after asking so much of the spine. One more breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Let's take it to the other side. So left leg goes out, right knee into chest. Take it with your left hand and then pull it over the body. Allow your head to fall to the right. I hope this feels really nice in the low back. It definitely feels nice for me. One more breath here. Inhale, deep, deep, deep. Exhale, seal the lips. And very audibly, just release. Release your right leg and come to Shavasana. So both feet are out, hip width distance, palms facing up on either side of the body. Give yourself this 1 minute of gratitude for showing up for yourself today. Slowly roll over to your right side. Place your left hand on the mat and press yourself up into a seated position. You can leave your eyes closed for now. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. Thank you guys for being here, and I will see you next time.